Alright, what's good, y'all? Back with another review, and today I'm doing an updated review on the Ja 3s. I've had these pairs, well, I have 8 pairs. This is a newer pair that I got in, and I've had them for about, I believe, 2-3 months now at this point. Maybe a little longer, maybe 4. And of the 8 pairs I've got, I've taken them all to the court, hooped in them all, got to test them out, wear them, break them in, see how I really feel about them. And I've been a really big fan because I have 8 pairs, so obviously I must have liked them a decent amount. So this is going to be my updated review on the Ja 3s. For the visual, I'm just going to use the most recent pair that I got. If you watch my Nike Ja 3 collection video, these did make the cut because they came literally like 2 or 3 days after, unfortunately. But you can check that out if you want. You can see all the Ja 3s I have and some of the other pairs that were, I believe I put them in the video. I don't know if I showed them, but they were in the background. You can see them on the shelf. The upper, we have a mesh upper supported by TPU Ja logos running across every stripe. Is a similar feel and material of that of the outsole of the Ja 3. We'll get into that a little bit later in the video. And like always, every Ja 3 has a Nike sign with an A to, you know, spell out Ja. It's different on each shoe, so one has a little bit more of a gap. This one's a little bit tighter. Got the 12 on the back. The bottom, it's really hard to see anything on this colorway of the outsole, but it says around the one, a happy Ja is a scary Ja. I literally had to grab another shoe to read it because this outsole is so bright and it's translucent, so it's hard as hell to read anything on there. And then on the 2 side, it says I'm not worried about proving them wrong. And when you put them together, it's a 12. I know it's really hard to see. Sorry, this colorway. It's a 2 on this one, it's a 1 on the other one. I also realized too, with the max volume colorway, any size under a 7.5 had a solid rubber purple outsole. I was wondering why some of them look different. I was like, why the hell is some different than others? And then all the men's sizes 7.5 and up have the semi-translucent purple outsole on those. I wonder if that'll be the same for any other colorways in the future. Because the Halloween has this same kind of translucent thing that those do, and the snowed in or the Christmas colorway too. And when it comes to the lockdown issue, no issues at all. I'll put a lockdown test right here for you. Super snug and secure. Shoe actually might fit a little bit too snug if I'm being honest with you. When it comes to the fit of the shoe, it's pretty narrow in the midfoot. And overall, if you have a normal to wide foot and you don't like your shoes really snug, normal foot, you could probably get away with a true to size. I go true to size on my pairs except for one. I got a half size up just because that was the cheaper of the EYBL. And it's definitely a little bit more comfortable. But true to size, there's no issue when it comes to length. You're just going to have a little bit more of a time breaking it in. Half size up, you're going to be a lot more comfortable off the first wear, first initial rip. So it's just something to keep in mind when you go with sizing. If you have narrow feet, you should be 100% fine with true to size. All right, I'm going to show you too on the look. There's a snow globe in the tongue of this one. I don't know why. Someone was in my comments talking about this is the summer colorway. I'm like, what? It's a snow globe in it. When does snow globes in summer ever? And then everybody was like, I don't get how this is a Christmas colorway. The most infamous Christmas colorway ever is a Kobe 6 Grinch. And it's this exact same 2 colors. So I don't know, that shit threw me off a little bit. Very confused. I said the white is the snow, Christmas colorway, Santa's in red, Grinch green. I don't know, but it looked like Christmas to me. I think they hard either way. When it comes to the midsole, we have a full-length ZoomX midsole with a midfoot shank. It's TPU shank, and then it is supported by this rubber cup sole that wraps on the shoe to help with a little bit of stability. When it comes to stability, for me, I have had absolutely no issues at all. This is definitely more of a narrow outsole though when it comes to this versus maybe a shoe like this, especially in the heels. So I can see where maybe some of the stability issues come in. For me personally, in all the shoes I've worn and played in, I haven't had any issues at all. I will say I did do a dunk session in one of them, and I took them off halfway through. Not because it was just bad stability. It was just wasn't really feeling it. I feel like court feel on these it's all right. I was put it between the good and decent category. It's not super low to the ground. It's actually a little bit higher off the ground. Maybe that's part of the stability too, or at least that's what it feels like to me. And with the shoe being a little bit more narrow, I can see where that becomes an issue with some people. As far as the comfort goes, off rip too. The ZoomX is really nice and plush off rip, super comfortable. Love ZoomX and Nike shoes. I'm glad to implement and technically a budget model signature shoe. These only come in around $125, and I believe certain colorways will start pricing at $135. The first shoe that we've seen with ZoomX at that low of a price point. And the GT Cut 3s, $190 retail. GT Cut 3 Turbos, $210 retail. Jordan 39, Jordan 40, those are all above $200 retail. $125, and you get ZoomX. Pretty nice. There is no Zoom Air in the midsole though. I've talked about this before. I don't feel like it's needed in every shoe. I know it's a Nike staple and some of y'all are dying for Zoom Air. I don't think it's bad, but I don't think it's needed or good either if you have it all the time, if the cushion setup is already good. Because one thing about Zoom Air, it will pop. Especially if you have the shoe for a long time. I've had it happen in a lot of Nike shoes throughout my years. Even when I was in high school a while ago, with like the Kobe 10s, air bubble popped. Bruised my heel after that. PG 5s, air bubble popped. I returned them, got my money back. Didn't bruise my heel because I stopped playing them because I've had it happen before. I can't think of any other shoes I've done it with, but it does happen, and that does add like a little bit of a durability aspect in the shoe. When it comes to the outsole, we have this translucent outsole with a tire traction pattern, also called the Bulldog traction pattern. And this is my take on the solid rubber outsole Ja 3s versus the ones with this translucent or semi-translucent outsole. So the rubber ones, solid rubber ones, 9 out of 10, really good. Semi-translucent, translucent, I give it 8.5. Also good, but I feel like the rubber ones just definitely stick a little bit more. The semi-translucent ones I've had though, I'm like, okay, it's kind of like, it's almost there. I do feel like too, when you break into traction, wear them and like wear it down a little bit more too, definitely helps to get better over time. This has an extremely loud squeak, and I'm gonna put the traction test and the squeak test right here. Turn your volume down. I just thrown in the video before and then everybody's mad about the warning. Sorry, my fault. I got y'all. Turn your volume down right now. Turn it up after the squeak test. Touched on the price a little bit. Shoes are $125 retail. I believe this colorway I seen online was $135, so I don't know if it's because of the snow globe and a little bit extra details in the shoe. These will be more of an expensive colorway, but we'll see when they drop. These are unreleased as of right now. Shout out the plug. If you know, you know. Actually, since you're tuning in the full video, I say it in like almost every Ja 3 review I do, but when I get the unreleased early pairs, but it's YYT_sneakers on Instagram. Always sells 100% authentic and legit shoes. Has a lot of NBA clientele, college clientele. He's my plug for all my early pairs, on top of him supplying other guys, and I even supply some of my guys through him if they want some early pairs that I get. He is coming from China though, so every time I do get shoes from him, I have to pay tariffs. It's usually like $25 to $30. So whatever you pay, you're gonna have to pay the extra like $25 to $30 on top of it when they do come in. Just a heads up for you. And with early pairs, you're not paying retail. I'm gonna just tell you that now. So just keep that in mind, please. Don't go over there asking for stuff and then you complaining. Don't say I never put y'all on, man. And when it comes to the weight of the shoe, all the pairs typically came around that 365 to 360 gram weight range. Average weight for my size basketball shoes, 370 to 400 grams. So it's slightly under average weight when it comes to that. I think that's a decent weight for a basketball shoe. I prefer to have my shoes light. Like if I can get to like 330, 280, 290. Some of my favorite shoes are in that range, from like the Game 1 lows to the Leaning Gammas to the easy ones from SPO. But anything like this, it's average weight, a little bit below average weight, super good. I'm even fine with stuff being a little bit over if it performs well. And these definitely do that. Overall, my take on the Ja 3, I think it's a good hoop shoe, especially for the price point. I'm paying a little bit more because I'm getting unreleased pairs and stuff like that. I do think these colorways are fire. I could just wait for them to drop though. When it comes to the traction, super solid, super good. Here and there with the translucent ones, you might need to wipe a little bit. After that, smooth, no issues. I think having the Ja logos run across the whole top of the shoe in stripes and everything, and this gradient on this one specifically, like the gradient goes into the red laces. These came with white laces, and then they came with the green laces. I got these from a different pair of Ja 3s that had an extra pair of red laces. As far as the fit, a little snug, go half size up, you'll be 100% smooth. If you have really wide feet though, this shoe for you overall just isn't the one. Just to be 100% honest with you. If you have wide feet, don't always try to squeeze in something that's narrow just to go a half size or a full size up, because then the shoe starts to get a little long. You might have some other issues if you do that. I like the cushion on these. Zoom X, super nice. Love to have Zoom X in a shoe at this price point. Definitely does have a little bit of a break-in period, especially if you go true to size. And I will definitely be getting some more Ja 3s in the future. I got 8 already. We'll see what we get. I definitely got to get the Swarovski colorway if they do that this year. And that's my updated review on the Nike Ja 3. Appreciate y'all tuning in. I'm out of here. I'll put some clips at the ends of me hooping in some pairs.